Hey guys, so I've been playing with these things for a minute, and here's what okay. So this is a knockoff of the Musketeer, and I guess when you buy them, they're like hundreds of dollars, and you get just this piece here, and then for like another $50, $60, you get this bead on top. Um, so I love this thing, and I've modified it, and I have worked it and worn it out on purpose, and I do things to all my fidgets, and these two are the ones I have been carrying with me. They're both available on Amazon. They're both pretty cheap, but I get mine off Temu for just a few bucks. It takes a couple weeks, but they work amazingly well. And I've modified and tinkered because I think if you own something and you pay for it and you get joy out of it, you should be able to do what you want with it. So I'm just going to show you this one. This is I think they call it a two-stage. What it's basically a knockoff Musketeer. So here's what it. Listen, it does this thing. I don't know if you can hear the air. Poof. There it is. It does this really nice air poof. But you got this, and then I just really like it. And then you got this. I don't really use that as much as I want. I do occasionally, and sometimes I grab it by this barrel. And then I've Loctite. I put Loctite on all the screws. The purple Loctite, whatever that is, it's really low grip. So you can unscrew the screws if you need to with some force, but it is Loctite. So I put Loctite on everything. And this guy just, look at that. We'll just go for a while. And that's about all I've done, except for I've Loctited and re-screwed things, and I plan on getting the post so I can maybe add another bead, and then a string so I can swing it, and then I got this one, which I don't know what this is called, but as you can see, it's got this. It's a spinner, and you can do this, which does get a little uneven if you don't have it lined up right. But you can also uneven it on purpose, see? And then you can do this like, I'm not doing it well because I'm right-handed and I have to use my left hand right now, but you can do this bicycle thing. And then it's got some beads, which originally I took it apart and I put a little resin in there so they wouldn't move, and I decided I really wanted it kind of crunchy. So I took out the resin and put in a couple more magnets than what it came with, and I glued some in one polarity so that way the other ones would jump around. So, and I bought this friction tape, which you can buy on anything. It kind of has this weird leathery, well, you can see the little grid under there, but I put this friction tape, this low friction tape. I'm putting them on everything, and there's that. But I carry these around everywhere. I have a little pocket now, a little pouch I carry in my back pocket with a couple different spinners, because I have become totally addicted to these things. I'm not even gonna lie about it. But hear how quiet that is? And then here, we'll do this. It goes pretty good. So it originally didn't. And so here's what I do. Yeah, that's a Dremel. So what we're going to do is you turn the Dremel on. It's going to be a little loud, so you may want to turn it down. But I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing here. I put a little touch of oil in there. Let's see if I can get that at an angle. You do that, and then if you do this, and then on this one, now why would I do that? Look at that thing go. Here, you can do this too. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you can hear that. The reason I'm doing that is I want to wear the bearings out, and if there's any weird machine, because these are cheap. These are not, again, I paid $11 for this total unit. It came like this, and I did my little things to it, and I haven't really, I've taken it apart a little bit, but not completely. There's really like no magnets in here. It's all spring-loaded ball bearings and whatnot. I don't know if you can see in there. There we go. But there's ball bearings and springs. It's very simple. Sorry, I get really. Oh, and I put a bit driver socket in there with a little super glue, so I can use jeweler screws because I wear glasses and I fix stuff. So when I'm doing computer repair and whatnot, I keep in my little pouch some bits. So this is a screwdriver. The point I'm trying to make is whatever it takes, make it work like you want it to work. And I'm not going to ever pay $300 for something. So there's some fidgets I'm just never going to get my hands on because I can't afford them, so I can't review them. But these I get on Temu. Again, I think this was maybe 10, 15 bucks, and this was 5, maybe 10. Nothing's ever over $15. And I got a bunch of these little guys floating around. And like this one. I got this one floating around. I like this one a lot too. I keep this one on my little table. But don't be afraid to use a Dremel if you got a spinner and you're relatively careful with it and you want something to spin. A little oil, just a drop of oil. I use knife oil for like honing and lubricating. WD-40 works fine for me also. And then I just wear the bearing out a little bit with the Dremel, and I get a nice, yeah. So I don't know what you guys are doing. I know what I'm doing. I use my little Dremel, and I'll sit there and wear the bearing out so it just spins. That's it. Also, I polished the crap out. As you can see, I was playing with the texture on this one a little bit. Because again, these are all cheap knockoff. But that doesn't give me any less joy. I don't need a brand name. I just want the toy. And that's it. So there's my little review. This thing is amazing. I may go through and put some more slots in so I can make this like push down a little slower and have different sections. Like right now it's got about 1, so 3, 1, 2, 3. I may put 4, maybe 5 in there so it just goes a little slower. Maybe a little ratchet, who knows. But man, I love this thing. And that's just rewarding. And it's just metal on metal on metal. These, I thought this was plastic or 3D printed. These are like aluminum. These little black things. So, yeah, there's the little logo on it. Let's see. I'm moving my light around there. There you go. So CN, and then I think it says 1EDC on the back, and I don't know who makes this, but I found this one on Amazon or Temu for not much money, and I like it a lot. It suffices. It satisfies 2 different things I want, which is I want the spin, I want that, and then I like magnets. So I don't know if this helped any of y'all, but you know, I like fidgets. Big fan of fidgets now. And they're very addictive, but they're just too expensive. Okay, guys. Bye.